Hello, my name is Kaya and I run a platform called Femme, Fatale, if you didn't already know. I've never sat in front of a camera and just spoke before, but there's something that I've been wanting to talk about recently, and when I try and write it out in blog posts and on the Instagram, it's just paragraphs and paragraphs long, so I thought it might be more efficient to actually talk. I just want to say that we are all powerful, magnificent beings, and we are all capable of doing so much more than we are currently doing, or so much more than we think that we're able to achieve. I always thought that there was some external force that was going to come and save me, or that any life situation that I was stuck in, that I wasn't that happy in, whether that be a job or relationships or just my lifestyle choices, I always thought that I couldn't personally fix it and it was just this way because that's the way life is. But what I've realised, which seems so simple but a lot of us forget, is that we ultimately have the power. We are making the choices. So every time I choose to stay in something that isn't making me happy, that is a choice that I choose. Every time I decide to repeat a pattern that I'm trying to break, that is a choice that I choose. And every time I choose to do something differently, that is also a choice. And I just want to come here today and encourage you to make choices that are different from the ones that you're making now if you aren't happy. I mean, I've been very open about my mental health struggles on Femme, and as sympathetic as I am to myself and others during those times that I was in those ruts, the only way I was ever to get out of those ruts and those bouts of depression and anxiety was by making the effort, was by waking up every day and choosing to do things differently. Whether that be going to therapy or going on antidepressants or going on walks or stopping drinking so much, because obviously alcohol is a depressant. You know, little things that you can do day by day. But for every choice that I made that was different, empowered me more. And the more I felt empowered, the more I realised that I am actually in control of my reality. It's not up to... You can't blame your circumstances on your friends or your family or life or God or whatever you believe in. You can't blame, because ultimately we have what we have, and some circumstances that we find ourselves in, we are a bit powerless, but you regain your power once you realise that you can choose to change it. You can choose where you want to be and then make goals and make steps to get there. You aren't as stuck as you believe. I often lived for my friends, I lived for everyone else but me. I was such a people pleaser. I would do things that I didn't feel comfortable doing all the time just because I enjoyed making other people feel happier. I enjoyed the role that I played in other people's lives. Oh, sorry. Ew, there's a fly in my drink. Get off. But I enjoyed the role that I played in other people's lives. And then, you know, the unconscious part of me probably enjoyed a lot of the drama that I found myself in, but then I found myself being miserable and angry and blaming this person and that person and circumstances. But then I had a moment where I thought, no, this is my life ultimately, and if I'm going to die tomorrow, I want to wake up knowing that I've made choices for me and that I'm proud of what I've done. I'm proud of the friends I've kept around me. I'm proud of how I've spent my money. I'm proud of how I've gone forth into life. So, you know, I stopped drinking as much, and I'm not saying not everyone's a big drinker, some people love, but for me personally, I had to stop drinking as much as I was, going out as much as I was. I tend to go to a lot of extremes, so I had to basically just like chop down every aspect of my life to see it for what it really was and then slowly build it up. I had to learn to start saying no and setting boundaries, which I had none of. And sometimes it can feel awkward. Sometimes it can feel awkward saying no to people. No, I don't want to do this today. I just want to do my own thing. Like, that was really scary for me. But the more I started saying no, every moment I said no to someone else, I was saying yes to myself, and I was empowered, and I'd walk around like, oh yeah, like I did something for me today, and I made more time for myself, more space for myself, and ultimately the relationship that I had with myself developed. So yeah, this is a bit rambly, and I don't really know if I've covered everything that I wanted to cover, but at the end of the day, this is your one life. Are you living it for your friends? Are you living it for your family? For society? Are you living it for what you think you should live it for? Or are you living it for you? I think, well, I know now that I'm living for me. And it's still a process, but you know, you can do things to please other people, or you can keep doing what everyone else is doing. But then when you go home and you're miserable, those people don't have to take on your pain. Or in 5 years' time, when everyone's got kids or someone's got their dream business career, and you think, oh shit, I've sat here for so long and I've not focused on myself, and now I'm behind in my life. Or are you going to be like, you know, I took control of my life, I took control of the situation, and I chose to make choices now that will benefit me in the future, and I chose to live every day to my fullest. And that's something else I wanted to talk about. Living life to the fullest isn't just about getting fucked. Sorry, my language. But living life to the fullest isn't about just being super reckless. Living your life to the fullest sometimes is taking care of your health and your happiness, so that the next day you wake up fresh and you can get your shit done. Sorry again. Yeah, but you can get stuff done. You can go out and be the best version of you. So that's just what I wanted to say today. Just live for you. Make choices that feel empowering for you, whether that means going on loads of walks, whether that means deleting social media, whether that means not doing what everyone else is doing, whether that means having FOMO for a few days, if that means that you're going to be healthier, if that means that you're going to go and run into that business venture that you want to do the things that make you happy, because it's your life and you don't want to, I mean, we all die, that's the only thing that's promised. So I think if I know that I'm going to die, I'm going to try and live my life for me, because this is my experience, and I can still choose to share that with other people. But now I can choose to share the best of myself with other people, with boundaries, with healthy boundaries, and now my relationship with myself is so much better. And yeah, I wouldn't change that for the world. I think having a healthy relationship with yourself is the most valuable thing ever. So yeah, thank you for listening. This is a bit rambly. Yes. Let me know your thoughts about this situation. And if you liked this video, let me know and I'll make another one maybe. Yeah. Okay, thank you.